not your typical kind of game. It doesn't happen all the time. Just talk about your game to get those kind of numbers.
Honestly, just doing what Coach asks you to do. Really just being in the team concept. Just basically trying to help the team out in different areas. Rebounds and scoring, defense. Just me being a team player. And just listen to what my coach needs.
Roydell, just have you ever played a team like that in at the college level? I mean, they go out there and looked like 5 point guards to start the game. So have you ever seen that, and did you feel like you guys would be able to take advantage of that size today?
Honestly, I have seen it probably like once or twice before, but it's just us not playing to our opponent. Us just trying to get the job done, do the best we can do as a team. Some teams probably feel like we playing 5 guards. We just should play to their level, but we should keep up. Every team, obviously, we lost to Loyola beginning of the season, so it's just us just keeping the main focus.
All right, Coach, get the win, go into conference play on a positive note. Just thoughts on the game?
I didn't think we played particularly well. I thought the first half, I thought we were careless with the ball. I thought in the second half we did some good things. I thought that, and they're really hard. It's a hard matchup when you play 5, 6 foot guards. I know that sounds funny, but it is kind of it's interesting. It's very different. So it took us a while to kind of figure that out. But I thought, Roydell and Sham, really did an unbelievable job and had their way down the stretch. And, I've learned a long time ago, you take the win and move on. And, we got a new season upon us.
How big was it, at least from a confidence standpoint for you and for James? Because I know he hit 5 threes. So just how big was that for a confidence boost?
I thought it was good. I thought we made a couple shots, obviously. I thought Trey Touchette was really good, had 11 assists. We went to a smaller lineup and moved Roydell down and played a little small ball. I think that helped us just because we put another ball handler on the floor. But it was good. It's obviously every time you play after Christmas, it's a little bit of an adjustment. It's always challenging, and but we did what we needed to do to get the win.
Malik, I know he didn't start and he only played 7 minutes. I'm not sure if there was foul trouble or, but I guess what was the reason why he had such a limited role tonight?
Coach's decision.
Okay.
Roydell, talk about a beautiful dunk there. Something you've been working on?
It's just really just going on instinct. Really get the fans involved in the game. Just give them something to look forward to. We got a lot of people that are athletic on this team, so it's just really just get a chance to cheer for.
I know somebody mentioned, I got there a little late today, but I know they mentioned that you were kind of giving a show also in pregame in warm-ups. Is that something that you kind of play up for the crowd to see as well?
Sometimes the guys will be like, what kind of dunks you can do just to see what I can do, and I just usually get a couple of fans be there before the game, so I just give them something to look forward to.
All right, Coach. Now you're going into, you got a few days to get ready for Incarnate Word, and basically you're at 0-0 again as far as conference record goes. So I know you probably haven't seen much of them, but just non-conference is done. What's your, mid-season assessment of the team so far?
I think we got a few obviously bright spots, and I think we got a few obviously weaknesses. Our ability to handle pressure, take care of the ball. And our ability to make some shots. We're going to have to be able to do that. We're going to have to defend at a high level, and it's going to be. I think the league is going to be competitive. Every night's going to be a war, just like any other league you play. Once you start playing league games in January, scouting reports gets a little more defined, and it's always going to come down to 1 or 2 possessions. And but we've had a tough preseason, and hopefully we'll be ready to bounce back and have a really good league season.
Oh, you had mentioned kind of you don't know what to expect when you come off such a long rest as far as a break. And I was looking, and it's been a while since UIW played. I can't remember when, but it's been a while. Going into that game, is that kind of something you can, expect, but is that something you kind of get ready for a team that just they haven't played for a while, so it's kind of expect the unexpected?
Yeah, I think Coach does a heck of a job there. I've watched him, at Carroll College, and he's a really good ball coach. They have good young players. I think they've had a pretty successful preseason themselves. So we got, the most important thing is we got to come there with the mindset of, figuring out a way to win the game, no matter what. And obviously in league play, trying to win road games is always very difficult. We're going to have to play well. We're going to have to, be really connected on and off the floor. We're going to have to execute at a high level, take care of the ball, and hopefully we can keep getting nights from Roydell and Sham like this, and that'll help a little bit.
26 assists on 35 made shots. How good is it to see something like that?
It's great. We've again, I think, moving guys around a little bit, playing Roydell and playing a little more smaller, I think just puts a little more skill on the floor at times. I thought Trey was really good. I think Trey does a good job of connecting us on both sides of the ball. But for him to come out and have 11 assists, I was really proud of him. I thought he had a really, really good game.
You look for him taking charge of the point guard position.
I don't know point guard, but I like to, play, 3 guards on the floor, with Roydell and Sham a lot, and obviously we'll rotate Malik in. But, I was happy with that starting group of how they played. I think that, Roydell just brings a lot of versatility to us. He can go inside and outside, and, in that stretch 4 spot, being able to score around the basket and being able to put on the floor, and he's a hard matchup at that spot, and we're looking forward to trying to utilize him more there.
Last thing for me, Coach, is the turnovers. It came down a little bit from the last few games, but still, I'm sure you'd agree it's a high number. At this point, I know you're not going to accept it, but just what can you do, if anything, as far as adjustments to limit the turnovers going into conference?
Well, I think, putting another guard on the floor with Trey, I think is going to help us. We just keep teaching, keep talking about it, keep teaching. That's all you can really do. I think that, we've put another, like I said, put another guard on the floor in Trey, move Roydell, play a little bit smaller, try to space the floor a little bit more, and I think that will help us.